friends, welcome to Genome Software. This is the part 3 training of the microfinance NBFC software, Genome Software. So in this section, I'll be covering creation of loan, field collection, that is through employee login. So these are the two parts that I'll be covering. Also we can, in the same part, we can cover customer login as well. So let's get started. So we already created customers, and how do we search customer? Even if you just hover the mouse over here, you'll know these are the all sections using which you can search for the customer. Like here see LC dash, that is loan customized number, D dash is deposit number. So D dash 1 means it will show you deposit number 1. F dash or FC dash will show you the customer file number. That is F-1, it will bring up the customer. So if you want to search based on the customer's mobile number, you have to just do M dash. Okay. U dash if you've added any unique ID, that way. So now if I want to search the customer, the way the syntax is given is customer name. So let me just do customer here MH. Okay. For customer MH, we are going to give loan. Now there are certain settings that we need to add. So for that, let's add the setting for approval process, because what happens is once you create the loan or your staff creates the loan, it goes to your credit to check for eligibility. So let's keep that approval process on. So you have to go to master setup setting. Here in general, you can just keep loan creation to follow approval process. So if you give this setting as yes, Y should be capital, just add and your loan will go through the approval process. Now there's one more thing that we need to add, and that is deduct document charges from principal if the need be there. If you are deducting any document charges from your principal, you can add that setting as well. So let's it's here, deduct document charges from principal, and I'm going to keep it as a yes. That is, amount paid will be principal amount minus document charges. But if you don't want this, just do not add this setting here. So every setting, whatever setting you need, suppose there are a lot of other settings also. First installment start after. Say you want first installment to start after 1 month or 1 day, you can just keep this as 1. So this is a rule engine of the software, and you can add or remove whatever rules you want as per your business needs. So now let's get started by creating a loan. So I'm just going to search for the customer. Let's give a loan to customer in Maharashtra. Okay. So I'm just going to click on loan here. Okay, now loan can be done through two ways. One is configuring manually, and second is through product scheme. So this is how I do manually. I will show you with product scheme as well. So let's first create a personal loan. This is for the purpose of the loan. Say for marriage, somebody is taking a loan, okay, for 1 lakh. And I would say for actually let's make it 10,000 for 0.15%. Say this is a daily loan, okay, and for 100 days. And down if you go, there's additional setting which says disburse on. Say I'm disbursing it today only on 2nd August, and my first installment start date is also 2nd August. If your first installment start date is something different, you can change it from here. Now say you don't know, but this doesn't usually happen, it works correctly. So if you say you don't know what's your rate of interest, so you can directly add lump sum interest here, that is projected interest, or amount per installment. Now if your loan is disbursed through a channel partner, you can have channel partner configured as well. That is shown in a different video, and we'll share the channel partner video with you. Now here is the fees and charges that gets deducted. So where is this amount coming from? 500. So this amount is coming from the ledger that we configured here. In the last video, I showed you how to configure charges across the company. So document charges was 5%, and GST, CGST was 8%, SGST was 8%. So let me just get started again on creation of that loan. So it is coming automatically from the ledger. So 10,000, 0.15% is daily for 100 days. My loan disbursement date and installment start date is the same. These are my charges that are coming automatically. Actually, this is coming, IGST is also coming because this person is in Karnataka. We are working in Karnataka state, sorry, Karnataka branch, and the customer is from Maharashtra. Okay, actually, let's do something for the person in Maharashtra. Let's check if we have added a state code. I think we have added the state code, and that's why it's taking the IGST as well. Yes, so it's working correctly, no issues there. So let's go ahead and create the loan now. Okay. 100 days. Okay, these are the charges. So 500, 40%, 8%, 8% and 18%. Okay. Now 670. So now if you just calculate, you will get 9330, that is 10,000 minus this 670 charges, and calculate, and I'm going to save this loan. Now it says loan is created and sent to approval process. So now it has to get approved. So where can you approve it from? Customer, loan approval, refresh. Here you will see there is a new request here. I click this. Here here there are different different statuses of the loan. If you want to reject, you can reject the loan, you can put it on hold due to certain reasons, or you can ask for additional information required. But right now I'm going to go ahead and say approved. This loan is approved. Okay, and I'm going to change the status. Now once it is approved and ready for disbursement, so it will be in the approved state. Now in this approved state, what you can do is you can first set for your auto debit NASH. Actually I'm not sure, the auto debit NASH is not coming here. I'll check it, but here you usually with document list, fees and charges, you also have a auto debit NASH that is set here. Okay, now here in the print format, actually I don't have any. Let me add the print formats. If you go to master setup, print template, in loan I'm just going to add one. We have many templates, but just for the sake of the demo, I'm going to add loan agreement here. Loan agreement. So if you see, we have lots of pre-configured templates from different NBFCs. So I'm just going to go ahead and configure loan agreement. So if you have anything specific like that, you need to let us know and we will get it done for you. So now we were in loan approval, right? So suppose before disbursing the loan, you need any print formats to be signed, or like any documents to be signed from the customer. What you can do is just click here. The loan agreement will come auto-filled, okay, name and everything. Now you can just email them through here or take a printout and get it signed from them. Once you get it signed from them, then you can save it in that appropriate loan. Okay, so this is one feature. The second feature is, say after it has been approved, say you want to edit the loan. Okay, so you can edit the loan as well from edit loan. So now let me just disburse this. So you can disburse it by cash or bank. We have an auto disburse payout feature as well, which automatically disburses funds from the financer's bank to the customer's bank. But since we don't have the third party integrated here, I'm just showing you disburse manually. So I'm going to disburse this manually. So now loan number 1 is saved successfully. Okay, so if you go and check loan number 1, your loan number 1 is created. Now this loan number 1, if you see, this is the customer information. This is the loan information, that is a loan summary. Here is the due amount that the customer will be paying. Here you can receive it from bank, cash or bank. This is the receive button, to receive the repayments. Now here you can see the repayment schedule. The repayment schedule will be for 100 days. Okay. So 100 days the customer will give you the interest. Okay. Now next is, here is a passbook that you can print and give it to your customer. Next is the transaction. The transaction is going to show you exactly the charges and everything that you have paid to the customer. Okay, what is the interest applied. Now say for example, you are in your office and the person, the customer MH comes and wants to pay the repayment, 101 repayment. So what you do is, you say he is giving by cash. So you just click on cash and then say he's coming on 2nd of August, that is today only, and you just receive this. So what is the effect of that receive is, when you just search for the loan, if you just go and see in installment tracker, you will see that the repayment has been received for 2nd of August. And also you will see in transaction, you will see that you can see one receipt received by cash. If you want to print the receipt, you can print the receipt and give it as well. Okay, so this was about the loan. Now I would like to create one more loan, and that is I want to create using a product scheme. So just go to master setup, product scheme. I am going to create a gold loan. Okay, so here this is the product scheme form. So how does it help? Product scheme helps in the form of, like, instead of configuring the loan manually each time, right? You can just configure the scheme and just select the scheme. Let me show you. Suppose I want to do gold loan. Scheme is gold loan starter. Okay, sorry, this is gold loan. Just say I'm giving super starter. Gold loan super starter. Okay, here you can give some description of the scheme, like for starting, for startups. Okay, now say I put rate of interest 1% monthly. Now here if you see, there are different types of calculation methods. Here is interest with principal, which is flat interest. Now here there is also IRR standard. In IRR standard, it's mainly internal rate of return standard. It's mainly increasing interest and decreasing principal. There are others as well, first interest then principal, like in which case you first collect all the principal and finally you collect all the interest first and finally you collect the principal part. There's also runtime interest. So in runtime interest, what happens is, it is like how many days the loan is running, right? That many days interest can be given. So let me just do here runtime interest for 365 days. Okay, and here loan percentage is for 75. Now say I want to have a minimum and maximum amount for this scheme. Now I'm going to save this. Okay, here this is a scheme that is created. Now I'm just going to go search for the customer. Now I'll give the loan to the customer. Okay, now instead of configuring manually, I'm just going to select the scheme. Now it's asking me for ornament details. Okay, to add the ornaments, you just have to go to master setup. Sorry, not master setup. Stock. In stock, I'll just create 1 or 2 stock, that is ring. I'll just create ring. Then there are bangles. I'll just create bangles and say there is a necklace. Okay, I'll just add this as well. So I've created 3 stock. I'll just go to customer, just click on loan, select the scheme and start adding the ornaments. So this is your quantity, say it's 1, gross weight is say 8, net weight is say 8 only, purity is say 75%. So this is your valuation, you add it to draft. Similarly, say you're doing the same thing with bangles and you're doing the same thing with the necklace. So your total amount is 33 and you want to give the loan for say 30,000. Okay. So here there's the disbursement date, same thing. Fees and charges, say you don't want for gold loan, there's maybe I'm just saying that you don't want the charges as of now. So I'm just keeping document charges of 1,500. I calculate and this is the pay and I save this. So loan is created and sent for approval process. Now one thing I missed in the last loan is that when you go to approval and when you just see there's a request sitting here and say this request has come through customer onboarding. So we have customer self onboarding as well. A separate video has also been created which will be shared with the same series. Now say you want, you see this loan and you say, oh no, I cannot give the customer this much amount, I have to edit this loan. So this loan can be edited as well right here. Okay, so say you don't want to give for 30,000 and you want to give for for say 25,000 only. Okay, he's eligible only for 25. So I just save this. Okay. Okay, let me check this, but it's saying add gold items, but I'll have to check this. But this way you can edit this, you can edit the loan and you can go to the approval again for for approving the loan. So say you've edited the loan now, everything is good and you want to approve this loan. So I'm going to go ahead and approve. Now after that it will be in the approved state and then you can disburse this loan. Okay, so loan 2 is created. So now when I search for loan 2, it will be a gold loan that's been created on runtime interest. Now actually I've forgotten to add, there are certain settings to be added for runtime interest, like first lock period in a month. If you have like say locking period, say you're going to lock that loan for 1 month and after that there will be a different rate of interest that's added. But that's fine. Let me just show you here. Say suppose he's coming on 25th. Okay, 25th of August. That is, he's coming after 23 days. So the interest calculated is only for 23 days based on 1% monthly. So this is jumping automatically, you know, if it's at 29. So for 27 days, it's calculating 270. And then you can just collect the interest here, receive. Okay, okay. I'm just going to collect the interest. So that way, you know, you can see here in installment tracker as well. So in the same runtime interest, we have jumping interest too, where you know you'll have to add the setting, allow flexible rate of interest. So let me just tell you a couple of settings here. In settings, there's one setting in runtime interest where if you want after 30 days, if you want the interest to jump, so there you can have allow flexible rate of interest. Say you can put the setting as yes, so it will jump automatically. You don't have to do anything. Okay, so this is one setting, and there's another setting to be added, that is in general, keep documents mandatory. Make documents mandatory for account creation. Okay, it already exists. Okay, so this setting will help to make the documents mandatory. Say for example, there's a customer. Here for Karnataka we have no documents and I want to try and create the loan. It says upload Aadhaar and PAN card before you create the loan. So this way you can also create a vehicle loan. I will just quickly go ahead and create a vehicle loan. So it will just give you an idea how to create a vehicle loan. So I just create a loan here, and I'm going to do this configure manually right now here. Or else actually let's do it through the product scheme only. In the product scheme, we are going to select here vehicle, say vehicle loan. Okay, you can add the scheme description and everything. This will be 1%. See, this is flexible ROI. If you wanted to jump after certain period, you can add that as well. So this will be for 12 months. And then I'm just going to save this. So you can see a vehicle loan scheme has been added here. So let me just search for customer. Now when we try to add a vehicle loan, create a vehicle loan, it will ask you for certain vehicle information. That is the maker, model, color, make. So you add these tabs first. All your registration details here, dealer details, amount, say vehicle amount is like 50,000, discount you're giving for 10,000, down payment he has done for 10,000. So finance amount will be, basically balance will be 30,000. Okay, so you just add to draft here, and then the whatever the balance is, you create the loan for that 30,000. Okay, so then the same settings, fees and charges have been added automatically from ledger, and then you just calculate and save. It will again go into approval. You can just go to loan approval and approve the loan and disburse it. So this way loan creations are done for different products like gold, vehicle, property, etc. So this was part 3 of the training. In part 4 I'll be covering up different reports and employee collection and customer login. Thank you so much for watching this video, and have a nice day.